बहुत बारी जिंदगी में हम लोग अपनी समस्या खुद ही बन जाते हैं, खुद वी बिकम आवर ओन बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम। और नजरिया बदलता है तो दुनिया बाहर की बदलनी दिखनी शुरू हो जाती है। दैट इज वन। एंड नंबर टू इज, समस्या एक जीवन का प्रतीक है। जब तक जिंदा रहोगे समस्या रहेगी, जब समस्या ही नहीं रहेगी आप भी नहीं रहोगे। हम हर समस्या, वी कैनॉट सॉल्व एवरी प्रॉब्लम बट वी कैन हैंडल दैम। फर्क है। तो दैट इज रियली व्हाट आवर वर्क इज, टू हैंडल प्रॉब्लम्स, नॉट सॉल्व एवरी प्रॉब्लम, क्योंकि हर चीज बदल नहीं सकती।
Folks, and we've asked this one question to most decision makers. If there was one thing you'd like to see changed that would make your organization more productive, what would it be? And guess what they came back with? One word: attitude. If our people had a better attitude, we'd have a better teamwork, quality and bottom line would go up. Think about it, folks. How come under the same set of circumstances some people break records while others break themselves? And two, everybody wants to climb up the ladder to success only to find that the ladder is leaning against the wrong building. So what we're saying is success is important, but without fulfillment, it's empty. That's like good looks without goodness. They become irritating after some time. So we got to have substance over form, not just form over substance.
Well, you keep hearing, especially from the new generation today, don't work hard, work smart. Well, the fact remains, if you could become a neurosurgeon by taking a weekend course, guess what would be happening? You'd have hawker stalls outside with neurosurgeons chopping people's brains. And that would be really sad. So it doesn't work that way. And look at people who won the Olympic championships. Mark Spitz, Michael Phelps, they trained 10,000 hours. In fact, there is a book to that effect which says 10,000 hours, you do anything, you become an expert. And Michael Phelps, before he became a champion, won 8 gold medals at Beijing. He trained 10,000 hours, and which is 2,500 hours per year, which is 8 hours per day, no Sunday. And see, people only see the success, they don't see the struggle behind the success. So the current generation that says don't work hard, work smart, that is absolutely a myth. We need to work hard and we need to work smart. Both, one without the other is not going to do the job. So when we talk of my book also, initially I was refused by 100 publishers. Nobody wanted to publish me. But eventually the world's largest publisher picked me up, and that was Prentice Hall. And then, of course, we took the book back again from them, and then we have other publishers with Bloomsbury from UK. But the bottom line is, I was an unknown author, nobody knew me. Why would anybody buy a book on self-help? And when there are millions of other books already in the marketplace anyway. But I tell you what, I was speaking at many places earlier, and gradually the word of mouth came in. Normally it works the other way around. People write books and then they become speakers thereafter. I was a speaker ahead, and then I eventually wrote a book. But then it took a lot of effort in terms of talking to various groups, and when people bought the book, it was practical. People could use immediately right away, and the word of mouth really sold the book. It was not by any advertisement. It was totally a word of mouth, and that's it. मैं भी परेशान होता हूँ, ऐसी बात नहीं कि नहीं होता हूँ। और ये कहे कि कभी मुझे मोटिवेशन की जरूरत नहीं होती, ये भी गलत है। तो बात ये है कि हर इंसान, अगर वो अच्छा स्टूडेंट नहीं होगा तो कभी अच्छा टीचर नहीं बन सकता। ध्यान कीजिएगा, अगर कोई अच्छा स्टूडेंट नहीं है तो अच्छा टीचर कभी नहीं बनेगा। ऑलवेज बी ए गुड टीचर, यू हैव टू बी ए गुड स्टूडेंट। तो ऐसा है कि बहुत बारी जब मैं निराश हो जाता हूँ, डिमोटिवेट हो जाता हूँ, मैं भी अपनी किताब पढ़ता हूँ। मैं भी डॉक्टर पील की किताब पढ़ता हूँ, अच्छी किताबें पढ़ता हूँ। मैं 10 गुरुओं की जो जीवनियाँ हैं, मेरे ख्याल है उससे बढ़िया किताब कोई नहीं है। 10 गुरुओं की जीवनियाँ आप देखें तो सही, गुरु नानक की जीवनी, गुरु गोविंद सिंह जी की जीवनी, उसमें कितना कुछ क्या क्या लिखा हुआ है। और मेरे को सबसे अच्छी चीज उनमें ये लगती है कि सिर्फ, अब जैसे गुरु गोविंद सिंह जी थे, उनमें सिर्फ ये नहीं था कि सच्चाई ईमानदारी की बात करते थे, उन्होंने दोनों चीज उठाई। इसी भक्ति और शक्ति दोनों साथ चली, उसमें भक्ति और शक्ति दोनों साथ चली। भक्ति ने शक्ति दी और शक्ति ने भक्ति की रक्षा की। बात ठीक है? तो यही है, उनमें इतनी हिम्मत थी कि भक्ति भी की और शक्ति भी की उन्होंने। दैट इज द आंसर। Why people skills? Go check out all over the world. We don't have business problems. We have people problems. And when we take care of our people problems, most of our business problems are automatically resolved, aren't they? Number two, look at this. We are hired for our skills, but we are fired for our behavior, aren't we? Go check out everywhere. Anywhere, it is people skills. Look at what NASCOM did a study, said 90% of graduates that are coming out today from schools, 90% of graduates, they're not employable. Balance 10%, I have a big question mark on them too. You know what? What's missing? What's missing is people skills. They're good at accounting, good at attitude is butcher. Today's graduates that are coming, values don't exist. That's another issue. And since they have a piece of paper called MBA, the expectations are so high, they all want to start as CEOs. This is like a soldier who says, I will join the army only if you start me as a general. It doesn't work that way. See, people skills, it comes down to people. And look at this. The lower a person is in life, 90% of the time goes in technical skills, less than 10% in people skills. And higher you go up, it just reverses. 90% time goes in people skills, less than 10% in technical skills. And then, look at the other part. Technology and technicians you can always buy with money. But the wealthiest person in the world must build and create relationships. Don't they? Absolutely. And today's generation, I have 2 grandsons. Today's generation are so comfortable with the computers and the machine. It will not be out of place to say, today's kids are being born with a mouse. They're so comfortable with the computers, but they have actually become uncomfortable with people. So what are you going to do? So one is, I could just go on, there are a lot more things. One is people skills. And again, it comes back to integrity. Go look at the Western world. I've been in the US 40 years. Go look at the Western world. What has happened? There's 60 to 70% divorce rate. California, 90% divorce rate. People are getting married, divorced, remarried, re-divorced. And remarried, re-divorced. So what is it? Something is missing. Something is what? It is our people skills, commitments, integrity, attitude that is messed up. Shobha, you mentioned about the success and the relation it has to values. See, this is like success without fulfillment, it's empty. That's like good looks without goodness, they become irritating after some time. That means we gotta have substance over form, not just form over substance. See, success has been defined rather well by a man called Earl Nightingale. He said, success is a progressive realization of a worthy goal. Progressive means it's ongoing, it's a journey, it's not a destination. You never get there. From here you want to get here, from here you want to get here, and from here you want to get here. It's an ongoing process. One, it's a journey and you never get there. Two, it's a realization. Means what? It is internal, not external. You cannot make me successful. I must feel success inside me. It is an experience. You see, that is what gives fulfillment. No wonder. See, what appears success many times externally may be total emptiness internally. That's why you find people like billionaires like Elvis Presley, Marilyn Monroe, Michael Jackson go on drugs and commit suicide. Why would they do it? You know why? The world looked at them as successful. They felt empty inside, so they took their own lives. So, really, bottom line comes down to it is really our values that make us live with ourselves first and then with the outside world.
And folks, one thing that we find that differentiates us is invariably you hear people telling others what to do. We take a different approach. Our approach is, why don't you? Because we believe most people already know what to do. If you ask a person on the street, they'll give you all the right answers. Ask them, are they doing it? Probably not. So what's missing is the motivation. Now the question is, can we motivate people? The answer is absolutely not. But what we can do is, we can inspire people to motivate themselves, but we cannot motivate them. Why? Folks, motivation is action. I can't act for you. You got to act for yourself. But inspiration is thinking. When thinking changes, it starts reflecting in behavior, doesn't it? Which is more lasting, more permanent, and that's what people are looking for, aren't they?